Energy bars and meal replacements, particularly well-known brands like Cliff Bar, Power Bar, and Special K protein bars, occupy a strange space in modern diets. They are marketed as efficient, health-conscious solutions for busy lifestyles, yet are often built on the same nutritional and chemical foundation as candy bars. Touted as fitness fuel, post-workout snacks, or even weight loss aids, these products are sold in bright wrappers emblazoned with buzzwords like protein, fiber, whole grains, or low glycemic. But when you break them down to their core components, many of these bars are nothing more than ultra-processed conglomerations of industrial ingredients, refined sugars, and synthetic additives that can undermine health more than support it. The illusion begins with the promise of energy. What these bars often deliver is a fast, unsustainable spike in blood sugar followed by a crash, due to their heavy reliance on cheap carbohydrates and sweeteners. Cliff bars, for instance, typically contain 20 to 25 grams of sugar per bar, almost as much as a can of Coke, and that sugar is rarely from whole fruit. Instead, it comes from brown rice syrup, cane sugar, and maltodextrin, which are all fast-adjusting carbohydrates that flood the bloodstream with glucose, stimulate a strong insulin response, and leave you hungrier in the long run. For someone sitting at a desk or driving in a car, that kind of glucose spike is a metabolic burden, not a benefit. Power bars, similarly, often rely on a mixture of glucose, syrup, and fructose for quick energy delivery, engineered for athletes during endurance sports but frequently eaten by sedentary individuals as a snack or meal replacement. The problem is that the body interprets this kind of concentrated sweetness as a stressor. Repeated exposure to high glycemic, sugar-loaded foods leads to insulin resistance, chronic inflammation, and fat accumulation, especially in the liver and abdomen. The very systems these bars claim to energize, metabolism, muscles, the brain, are being taxed with the burden of digesting ultra-processed, unbalanced foods that do not reflect how our bodies evolved to eat. Many bars attempt to mask their sugar content with added protein or fiber, which, in theory, should slow digestion and improve satiety. But the type of protein used is often low quality, derived from soy protein isolate, whey concentrate, or hydrolyzed collagen, heavily processed and stripped of natural cofactors. These isolates can be difficult to digest for some people and are frequently paired with emulsifiers and texturizers to maintain a chewy consistency. Emulsifiers like soy lecithin or carrageenan can disrupt gut lining integrity and microbiome balance when consumed regularly, contributing to symptoms like bloating, gas, and even inflammatory bowel conditions in sensitive individuals. Fiber, too, is often added in unnatural forms. Many bars contain inulin, chicory root extract, or other isolated fibers that do not behave like natural dietary fiber from fruits, vegetables, or whole grains. While they technically increase the fiber number on the label, these synthetic fibers can cause gastrointestinal distress and are often included only to make health claims, not to support actual digestive health. There is a crucial difference between eating an apple and consuming its chemically extracted fiber powder, yet nutrition labels treat both as equivalent. Then there's the issue of fat. While some bars are low in fat to appeal to the weight-conscious crowd, others are high in industrial fats, particularly palm oil, canola oil, and soybean oil. These fats are refined at high temperatures, often bleached and deodorized, and lacking in the kinds of essential fatty acids the brain and cells need for repair. When these oils are repeatedly heated or stored for long periods, they become oxidized, forming lipid peroxides and aldehydes that drive oxidative stress, a root cause of aging and disease. Bars that include coatings like chocolate or yogurt flavor are even worse, as these are usually made with hydrogenated oils and stabilizers that extend shelf life at the expense of long-term health. Artificial flavors, preservatives, and colorings are also standard in these bars. Even those labeled natural often contain flavoring agents synthesized from chemical compounds that mimic real foods. The taste of peanut butter, chocolate, or berry in these products is rarely derived from the actual ingredient. The human brain learns to associate sweetness with nutrition, but the artificial versions in these bars trick sensory systems into craving more processed foods while delivering fewer nutrients in return. Over time, this can desensitize the palate, making natural foods taste bland and contributing to the erosion of a healthy, varied diet. Meal replacements, products like Special K protein bars, are even more insidious. Marketed heavily toward women, these bars are presented as slimming, portion-controlled, and smart options for calorie-conscious individuals. But they, too, are built on sugar syrups, refined flours, isolated protein powders, and artificial additives. They often lack essential micronutrients, healthy fats, and the full amino acid and fiber profiles that make real meals satiating and metabolically nourishing. Instead of encouraging whole food choices, these bars reinforce disordered eating patterns, skipping meals, grazing on synthetic snacks, and viewing food purely through the lens of calories and macros, rather than nourishment and health. The deeper danger is that energy bars reinforce a broader societal shift toward convenience over consciousness. They fit neatly into the modern narrative that health can be bought in packages, consumed in transit, and counted by numbers. But real health doesn't come from engineered snacks. It comes from real food. The human body evolved to digest and thrive on unprocessed plants, animal proteins, healthy fats, and minimally altered carbohydrates, not extruded, sweetened, fiber-fortified bricks wrapped in foil. By relying on these bars daily, people may unknowingly feed inflammation, elevate blood sugar, strain digestive function, and derail the hormonal balance that governs hunger, energy, and mood. In conclusion, energy bars and meal replacements like Clif Bar, Power Bar, and Special K protein bars are not the health-supporting tools they claim to be. They are cleverly disguised ultra-processed products, crafted to seem nutritious while delivering sugars, industrial oils, synthetic proteins, and additives that strain the body. Used occasionally in endurance sports or emergencies, they pose little harm. But as daily staples, they are a trap, one that undermines metabolism, promotes nutrient deficiencies, and perpetuates a dangerously distorted view of what food is meant to be. For those truly seeking energy, nourishment, and health, the answer is not found in a foil wrapper. It's found in whole, unprocessed, real food.